Good morning. Welcome to my kitchen, my cute kitchen. I'm so excited to be talking about this topic of excellence. This has been the word of the year for me, and I'm going to give you some backstory on why, but this topic of excellency is so important to my heart. It's so important for me to share something that could totally change your views on certain things. I have my morning pages here, and I'm currently taking a little rest day before work today because I was tired, my body is sore, and it's time. So when you give a dancer who takes her life seriously some rest time, what does she do? Make a YouTube video. Exactly. I value life and my time and my heart and my soul and God's mission in my life so much that it's like, why would I, like, even when I'm scrolling sometimes, I'm like, what a freaking waste of time. Like, I could have totally been reading. I could have totally been listening to a podcast. I could have been meditating. I could have just been present. But really, depending on your Instagram feed, sometimes the feed can be really helpful. Like, my feed on Instagram is not dumb. I get that occasional reel that's really funny, but for the most part, my Instagram feed is actually like inspiring. I just have to not like go on it for too long, because too much inspiration, you'll end up like not doing your own work, you know? Anyway, let's talk about excellence. And first, I'm going to share why this is so important for me. For the past 2 or 3 years, I've been really taking my dancing seriously. You know, I was inspired by someone in my life who went after it. And I was like, damn, I love that. Like, usually what we admire in other people or what we're jealous of in other people is a reflection of what we want or what we currently see in ourselves that they have. And so I went on this dance journey, and it's changed my life. I've become a more disciplined person. I've taken my time and my life more seriously because I'm working towards something. I want to go into this word. I want to go into I want to tell you guys why excellence is so important to me, is because for so much of my life, I've felt like a mediocre person. I never really have gotten A's. I've always been a B or C student. I mean, even when I studied, I would get like 72%. And I'm like, how? Like, gosh, I've never felt, even not just on a grade or academic level, I've always felt like just a mediocre person. You know, mediocre. I don't do anything and stick to something religiously. I didn't work towards something and at it like consistently and like even press past the hard parts. Whenever something got too hard, I would just stop. You know, like that's mediocrity. That's the birth of mediocrity, is just fear or lack of self-control. And so that's why this dance journey and dance in general has awakened this drive in me, this motivation, this discipline, this passion, this self-control, this excellence within me. When I say excellence, I'm not saying that it doesn't mean you have to be an excellent dancer. Like, I don't think I'm the most excellent dancer in the world. Like, no, but what I mean by excellence is that it's a spirit within us. The spirit of excellence. Excellence is a mindset. Excellence is a way of living. Excellence is a discipline. Excellence is an embodiment. Excellence is a spiritual thing within us. You can be working towards something and not be what the world would call excellent, but you can embody the spirit of excellence, which is going to get you excellent. You know what I mean? So yeah, back to my little story. I never have felt like an excellent person, and that's why this dance journey has been so healing for me, is because I'm working towards something greater than myself. Because I don't want to give up, it's caused me to have grit. It's caused me to push forward when things feel like they're plateauing, when I don't feel good enough. It's challenged every single limiting belief in my mind and body and soul, and it's building my character because I'm not giving up, which that energy is creating a spirit of excellence. And like I said, it doesn't mean I've arrived at the excellence I've wanted to be. as a dancer. No, I'm going to be evolving for the rest of my life. I won't reach excellence until I meet God, until me and God are sitting next to each other in heaven. That's excellence. But through this journey of life, it's a constant journey and evolution and awakening of this spirit of excellence within us. It's a choice. We can choose to be an excellent person. Anything in life is a choice. Love is a choice. Peace is a choice. Joy is a choice. And it's available to us, in us. God gave us this spirit. He gave us the fruits of the Spirit. He gave us love. He gave us peace. He gave us excellence. He gave us boldness. God gave us courage. It's a choice, though, to operate from that point. This had me thinking today during my morning sessions, why is it that we don't see many Kobe Bryants every day? Why do we not see the excellent people walking like your average person? Why is the average person gonna say, wow, you practiced for 3 hours? You're obsessed with dancing, wow. Versus when you say that to Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, but when you say that to someone who's like a professional, they'll be like, hell yeah, you practiced for 3 hours, and we're gonna do that this afternoon again. We're gonna do more practice tonight, and we're gonna lift weights on top of that. See the difference? The professional versus the person who's not taking their life seriously. That doesn't mean the person who doesn't take their life seriously is wrong or is bad, is not living their life, but they're not living it to their fullest potential because it's safe. It's easy. We don't want to feel the feelings of suffering. We don't want to feel the resistance. We avoid the resistance, and when we avoid the resistance, that creates the mediocrity. Versus people like Tom Brady, Michael Phelps, sports players, like that's all that can come to mind right now. Any person who did something excellent, a writer, a poet, a sports player, whatever, they actually took themselves seriously. They took their mission seriously. They took their life and time seriously. And they really understood what happens when you become bold. These people weren't afraid to lean into the discomfort. They weren't afraid to lean into the suffering. They weren't afraid to feel the growth pains and feel the pain and feel the, like, oh, I don't want to shoot basketballs right now for 2 hours, but I'm going to do it. Like, even though I did it this morning for 4 hours, I'm going to still do it. They have grit. They are able to press through their feelings and their self-doubt and their negative beliefs. And in return, it caused them to be great. It caused them to be excellent. And I realized, like, why do we not see them? Why do we not see more people operating in that? How come Olympians are Olympians? How come we only see them on TV and we don't see them walking in Trader Joe's like average people? As a culture, we don't want to feel uncomfortable. We don't want to feel the pain. We don't want to feel resistance. And in my opinion, we've allowed this certain message of it's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, to override excellence. Now, excellence is not perfection. It doesn't have to be perfect. It won't be perfect. But we've mistaken it doesn't have to be perfect with I don't have to try as hard. I don't have to put in that effort. It's okay. That's not the same. It doesn't have to be perfect means you don't have to beat yourself up if it's not perfection. But that doesn't mean that you don't put in your energy, your time, your effort, your mental energy, your grit. Excellence and perfection are very different. Perfection is rooted in the ego. It's rooted in, I want this to be perfect. It's rooted in control. But excellence is a spirit, like I said before. Are my thoughts aligned towards excellence? Am I operating at the best I can be? Am I operating from a place of fear or faith? The spirit of excellence asks those questions. Am I pushing myself or am I letting myself slide? The spirit of excellence will push you, but somehow in our culture, we've made it that pushing yourself is being too hard on yourself. And I just don't agree with that. And granted, I want to let you know, like, I have my faults. I have my lazy girl habits. I totally do. I'm not perfect at all. I haven't reached the level of excellence I want yet. I'm a work in progress, but I'll tell you what, it's on my consciousness. When I leave those dishes in the sink, I'm like, a woman who's trying to be excellent would not do that. You know, if I don't make my bed, I'm like, dang, you know, some people would be like, it's okay, like you don't have to make your bed, but I don't buy that. I think that we need to be a little hard on ourselves. I think that's what creates a more excellent world, a more disciplined world, disciplined people, because when we have discipline and self-control within us, we are better people to other people. So it's actually serving when we're a little hard on ourselves. I'm not saying down on ourselves, but when we're a little hard on ourselves and like, dang, like I want to be excellent, I need to work on this. We are actually serving other people because through our discipline and our self-control and our grit and our pushing past hard things, hard feelings, we're then inspiring other people to do the same. We're encouraging other people to do the same. We're being examples and leaders in the world by being a little hard on ourselves. Like I said, not down, not saying you're an idiot or stupid, not calling yourself names, but being like, I really don't like how this laundry is piling up on the side of my room. What would a person of excellence do? How would a person of excellence handle this? Ask yourself that question. How would a person of excellence handle this situation? Handle this relationship problem? Handle this mess in the kitchen? Handle this training session? Handle this gym session? How would a person of excellence operate in the gym? Would they be scrolling on their phone, or would they put their phone away and focus on the weights? How would a person of excellence show up on her Instagram or his or her Instagram feed? How would a person of excellence show up at work? There's so many ways we can be excellent. And I like that word. I know a lot of people think, more work. But actually, it's going to make you feel more alive. It's going to make you feel more capable. It's going to raise your freaking self-esteem. It's going to raise your confidence when you become an excellent person. So, like I said, I am not fully reached this yet, and I won't until it's my time to go with Jesus. But I will say it is something I'm actively working towards. It's in my consciousness. It's something I'm aware of, and it's something I am actively every day wanting, is embodying the spirit of excellence. And it's something I'm currently asking myself every day. How can I be more excellent? How can I start my day with excellence? How can I bring excellence to this task right now? So I hope that this inspired you. I know it's a longer video than what I'm normally doing, but don't be down on yourself, okay? Don't hate yourself, love yourself, but love yourself in a new kind of way. Love yourself by doing the hard things. Love yourself by doing the dishes. Love yourself by making the bed. Love yourself by doing the laundry. Love yourself by keeping your place clean. Love yourself by doing your work with excellence. Love yourself by training with excellence, lifting weights with excellence, okay? We're not going to be perfect. We're going to have days where we miss the mark. Boo-hoo. Excellence would bounce back and be resilient. Okay? So there's many different ways we can be excellent. So, okay. I hope this inspired you.